girl just doesn't know when to go to sleep. So it's dawn. I've had a few hours sleep, and yeah, I'm packing up my sleeping kit now, and then I'm going to make myself some breakfast. I've got some oats for breakfast, nothing big. I'll find a calf later on maybe and have something else for a second breakfast. But for now, yeah, I'm just packing up my stuff, and then we'll be back on the road again. It's a bit foggy. I might leave it a while. I don't fancy cycling on the roads in the fog. I'm certainly in no rush to get back on the road anyhow, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, I'll get back with you in a bit when it's a bit lighter. Well, that's better. You can see me now. So, I'm out of my camping spot because of the fog. Yeah, because of the fog, the trees were dripping all over me, so I thought, yeah, let's pack up and get out of there. So I'm now on the edge of the wood, and I'm going to cook myself some breakfast. Like I said, nothing much, just some oats and a coffee. And I'm not going to go anywhere too much at the moment, not in this fog. I don't fancy it. But I'm in no rush. We'll get going when we get going and not before. Well, I've had 2 cups of coffee, and the fog doesn't seem to be lifting yet. Don't know what to do really. I think I'll give it another half an hour, see if it starts to lift or not. But going to have to make a move sometime, so we'll see. It's not very warm when you're just sitting around either. Hey-ho. I'm sure it'll lift soon. Right, I can't wait any longer. I'm going to go. It's brightening up a bit. I think it'll probably clear soon anyhow. But I've got my lights on and I'm going to make a move. The plan today is to just carry on heading north on the National Cycle Route number 12. See how far we get. I'm hoping to get as far as Bedford. That would be good. Bedford is in Bedfordshire, not Hertfordshire, so we'll see. For now though, it's foggy, so there's not much to show you. I will get back with you a little bit later, hopefully when the weather's improved a bit. Right, I'm on my way. Well, it's a grey old day. I think it's brightening a bit, but it's taking its time. Very pretty little village called Old Knebworth. I'm sure it'd look even better in the sun. Ah well. So I've just got into Stevenage, and the Route 12 appears to have a very nice cycleway going through it, which is good. Gets me off the road that I was on a minute ago. Anyone who watches Formula 1 will know that the current world champion and 5 times world champion Lewis Hamilton comes from Stevenage, as does the Formula 1 presenter Crofty. It's all a bit much like Holland. All these cycle paths everywhere. It's really good. I've not cycled through Stevenage before, so this is all new to me. This is very unusual in the UK to have cycle paths like this. It's the only reason I'm commenting on it. As I've said before, normally we're on the side of the road with just a painted white line. So I'm fairly near to the old town of Stevenage now. Stevenage Old Town, as opposed to the Stevenage New Town that was designated a new town back in 1946, I think it was, under the Labour government of Clement Attlee. They decided to come up with a ring of new towns around London for people to live. Stevenage was the first. By all accounts, the people of Old Stevenage, it was only a small, very small, almost a village at that time, but by all accounts they didn't like the idea of a new town and massive development going on around their village. So when the minister for these new towns turned up for a public meeting at the old town hall, I think his name was Silkin, he turned up for a meeting and they changed all the signs at Stevenage railway station to Silkingrad, and about 2,500 people, 2,500 to 3,000 people, half the population of the old town, turned up to the meeting and protested against it becoming a new town. Silkin apparently stood in front of the meeting and said, "It's no good you creating, because it's going to happen anyhow." As you can imagine, that pleased them greatly. Better just check I'm going the right way whilst I'm yabbing. So yeah, I'd gone the wrong way. Anyhow, back on track now. It's what you get for talking. So where was I? Yeah, so Silkin said to them, it's no good you jeering, it's going to happen anyhow. So the people of Stevenage weren't happy about that. So they had a referendum, and sure enough, on a turnout of 2,500 people, they voted against any expansion into the new town. And as we're currently finding out in the UK, English governments don't tend to pay too much regard to referenda. So they did turn around, however, and say to the people, alright, well, we'll leave the old town as it is.
I won.
Oh, tunnels. Oh, I bet I'm going the wrong way again. I don't know. We'll keep going for now. Oh, here's a sign. What does that say? Yay! We're okay. So this commission said, yeah, we'll leave the old town alone and build outside it. And so it went ahead. And despite what the commission said, the very first building that was knocked down for the old town was the Old Town Town Hall that the meeting had been held in, that Silkin turned up to and slagged everybody off. So there you go. Governments just go ahead and do what they want anyhow, I guess. So this is Stevenage Old Town. Here we go. Very nice. Right, I need to work out where I'm going. I think we go this way. So the development of the new town went ahead, and it wasn't all disaster. In 1986, when they were building a new development out on Chell Manor, which is the other side of Stevenage to where I am now, a hoard of Roman coins was found. 2,000 silver coins were found when they were digging the foundations of a new house. Stevenage Old Town was on the main route, the main Roman road between Verulamium, which, as I was telling you yesterday, is now today St Albans, and the road to Baldock. And these rich Romans, they're forever burying their hoards of coins all over the place. Oh, there must have been some rich ones about to be able to bury 2,000 silver coins. Not just to bury 2,000 coins though, to bury them and forget about them. How crazy is that? Or not tell anybody else, so that if anything happened to you, at least somebody could have them. Maybe it was tax avoidance or something like that, I don't know. Anyhow, that was Stevenage. We're on our way out of it now. Heading towards our next town, which will be Letchworth Garden City. The first garden city, as opposed to the second one that we saw yesterday at Welling. So I'll catch up with you in a bit. The sun's finally trying to break through. That's nice, isn't it? Some blue sky above me. I think it might turn into a sunny day any time now. That'd be nice. It's been quite cold this morning. I've had to keep moving to keep any warmth. But it'll certainly be a nice day if the sun comes out. There's a busy road over there. That's the main A1. I don't know, but the A1 must be one of the longest roads in the country. It starts down in the city of London, and as far as I'm aware, goes up as far as Edinburgh in Scotland. I'll be quite happy to get away from it. It's quite noisy. I don't know whether you can hear those birds above me. There's some skylarks up there. Hopefully you can hear that. Sound a lot nicer than the traffic. Right, I've had a little break. I'm off again. I don't know whether that bird came out on the microphone, but green woodpecker. Never see them, but you always hear them. Oh, not very wide yet. There we go. How much nicer this countryside looks now the fog has lifted. Gorgeous day. Temperature's just right for cycling as well. Probably be a few degrees warmer this afternoon, but that's okay, I can take some layers off. Might even stop and have another cup of coffee in a minute. That would be nice. Coffee time. Acres and acres of beans. Lots and lots of beans. So, I've been thinking, I think when I tour this year, I'll definitely be taking a stove with me, whether I intend on cooking food or not. The ability to just stop like I am now and have a coffee whenever I want to rather than when a calf dictates is really, really nice. Yeah, note to self, make sure I've got a stove in my bag this year. Doesn't take up a lot of room. Small pan and a stove. And of course some coffee. So I'm going to be in Letchworth in a minute. Need to stop in Letchworth and buy some food for my lunch, or I might go in a cafe. We'll see what's available. meantime, I'm just going to enjoy this sun for a little while now. It's out. It's wonderful. So this is Letchworth Garden City. I'm headed towards the town centre. I've only just come into it, but it's very leafy and very pretty. I have been to Letchworth before. That isn't to say I know it very well, but so we'll get to the town centre and then I'll get back with you. Might be a bit quieter there away from the traffic. So this is the Broadway in the centre of Letchworth. This small park here was called the John F. Kennedy Gardens and was dedicated to John F. Kennedy on his assassination. And I don't really know why, but in 2003 it was renamed Broadway Gardens. I mean, the road that goes around the outside of it is called the Broadway, but why they would need to rename a park that's been dedicated to somebody, I don't know, but there we go. So as I've said before, Letchworth is the first of the garden cities. Ebenezer Howard came up with the principle, as with Welling Garden City that we saw yesterday, but this one was the first one. The principle is the same: to build a community for people and for industry where it didn't become so big and so cluttered with housing and industry that people would feel cramped and crowded. And it's quite nice as well. It's got some lovely big avenues like that one, and some big open spaces like the park here, and generally just nice places to live still. Letchworth was originally a Quaker town. They bought the land to set up a Quaker community. They were going to farm the land, but then with this becoming one of the new towns as well, it obviously then developed beyond that. But very nice place, really is, especially on a sunny day like today. So another point to note in Letchworth are the black squirrels. There's a colony of black squirrels. Used to be only found in Letchworth, but it's growing now apparently. They've been seen in neighbouring towns since the turn of the millennium, so yeah, the colony's spreading. I haven't seen any squirrels, let alone a black one, but if I see a black squirrel, I'll see if I can get him on video. So I'm now making my way out of Letchworth through this wonderful park, and that's pretty much the end for Hertfordshire, because almost as soon as I get out of Letchworth I'm into Bedfordshire. So that will be for another video. Don't worry, the ride continues, and I'll be back in the next one to show you a bit of Bedfordshire. He knows where he wants to go. She's lost her dog. He's going the wrong way. So yeah, Hertfordshire's been good. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know I have. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Cheers for watching. See you soon. Ta-da.